The roof was about to collapse. The crashing and hammering sound were ringing in our ears. The last of the nectar was dripping into the drink. Titan looked around the shed. "Where can we hide?" she asked Lappy. "Nowhere, nowhere." His eyes rolled with horror. Christine pointed to a spade. "Can we dig a hole and hide in that?" The part of the wall was breaking down. It was like being in a tent when someone was opening it. "We can't just stand here and wait for the butterflies to get us." I ran across to our cupboard and opened the door. It was full of mops and brooms. "Titan, Christine, there's enough room for us to hide in here." I started tossing out all the junk. Titan clutched my arm. "But what about you, Alvin?" A massive crash on the roof and sent pieces of tin shattering to the floor. "I'll be okay," I lied. "Quick, get inside." I pushed the girls into the cupboard and grabbed a broomstick. I'd seen plenty of kung fu films. I knew all the moves, and that's what I told myself. And then the weirdest thing happened. There was silence. There were no more crashes or bangs. Nothing smashed into the shed. It was an eerie. It was eerie. I was sure I could hear my heart beating. "What are the butterflies doing?" Christine whispered from the cupboard. We listened. I heard a strange thudding sound, then another, but far away. I looked at Lappy. He looked at me. Titan and Christine squeezed out of the cupboard. They could hear the strange noises too. And then there was silence again. Nothing stirred. We waited for a minute, then 2 minutes. Slowly I crossed to the floor and unbolted it. "No," screamed Slappy. "It might be a trap." But it wasn't. I opened the door and looked outside. The butterfly farm was wrecked. All the cages had been torn down. The museum was smashed to pieces. The gate had been ripped away. Lappy's four-wheel drive was lying on its side. The window shattered. But that wasn't what that wasn't what made me cry out with shock. Everywhere I looked, dead butterflies littered the ground. The farm was covered with them, masses of black and gold shapes. Some, some were piled high, one on top of the other, and none of them moved. Titan looked over my shoulder. She gasped in horror. Are they, are they dead?" she asked. I nodded. "All of them." I turned to face her. "We're safe." Lappy pushed past us and ran outside. "Oh no," he wailed. "My beautiful butterflies." He fell to his knees and stroking their wings. We followed, carefully stepping between the lifeless butterflies. It was like a battleground in the movies. Christine chewed her fingernails. "But what killed them?" she asked. Lappy was cradling a dead butterfly. "All my fault. My fault." His voice cracked with sorrow. "My nectar made them grow faster, but it also made them die faster." Should have known, should have known." He sobbed. "My nectar sped everything up. So instead of living for a week or two, my butterflies lived just a day or two." Suddenly a huge shadow fell over Lappy, and he screamed. A gigantic butterfly, the biggest we'd ever seen, crashed down beside him. Its claws opened and closed. Its wings tried to beat. "Sorry," whispered Lappy. "My fault." We watched the last monster butterfly curl its wings and die with one last long, loud sigh.